Hey guys, back with another video. So today we're going to be talking about what kind of archetypal story are you going to tell? You're looking at me like, Aaron, archetype, what the hell is that? An archetypal story is something that resonates with the human spirit. It resonates with the human subconscious. There's a famous psychologist named Carl Jung, and he talked about something called the collective unconscious. And it's something like the artistry in writing that speaks to a deeper part of the human experience. There are a lot of different psychological archetypes, and I'm going to create different videos going through them and comparing them to modern popular stories, especially in manga and anime. An example of the archetype might be something like the old wise king and the tyrannical king. In Star Wars, the old wise king was something like Obi-Wan or Yoda. In Star Wars, the tyrannical king was something like Darth Vader. You see the same archetype in other stories. Like Harry Potter, you have Dumbledore, who is more of the mentor, and you have Voldemort, who is the tyrant. In Lion King, you have Mufasa, who is the old wise king, and Scar, who is the tyrant king. Archetypes are present just about everywhere, especially in very, very powerful, successful, and popular narratives. It's even found in religions. Guys like Joseph Campbell and Jeffrey Burton Russell have studied this kind of stuff extensively. I highly recommend reading Joseph Campbell and reading Jeffrey Burton Russell if you want to study this kind of stuff further. An example of an archetypal story would be something like the Egyptian mythology story about Horus, Osiris, and Set, how it compares to William Shakespeare's Hamlet, and how that compares to The Lion King. All three stories are basically the same story, just reshelled and revesseled. One is about Egyptian gods. Another's about a European king. And then we have the classic singing jungle animals in Lion King. The stories are so similar on a skeletal level, and even some of the meat on those bones are very, very similar, but the exterior is so different that it feels like a new story. After we go through the archetypes, you'll see this in a lot of stories that you know and love. Another good example would be how Beauty and the Beast is very, very similar to Howl's Moving Castle. Howl's Moving Castle and Beauty and the Beast are very similar to Twilight, and all three of those movies are also very similar to 50 Shades of Grey. The exterior is shelled differently, but at the end of the day, they are very, very similar stories. You have the maiden in Belle, Sophie, Belle again, I forget the girl's name in 50 Shades of Grey. And you have the dangerous man, the literal beast, Howl, the guy who eats beautiful women's hearts. 50 Shades of Grey guy, who is like a billionaire BDSM weirdo, and glittery vampire guy. The exterior story is drastically different, but the bare-bones skeleton story is the same, and that is archetypal. So, as you look at your story, kind of try to decide what archetypal story are you trying to tell. Studying the archetypes might really help you bring your story to life, and attribute elements that resonate further with the collective unconscious and the human experience. Thank you guys so much for watching so far. Appreciate you so much. If you liked any of this, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment with what archetypal story you think you're going to write into your project. We'll see you next time.